Everybody, welcome back. We're going to do a quick unboxing. I know what's in here, or some of it, but I want to unbox it, show you all what's coming this way, and just share it with you. So let's get this opened up. Let's see here. Maybe. All right, so we got another box of goodies. I'll explain what this is. Let's see what we got here. We got some cases, a thread gauge. That's really handy. We've got a few goodies in here. We have an edge finder for a milling machine. We'll take a look at that in a second. Packing. And finally, check this out. Dave sent another gear. He was not happy with that first gear that he made, and he strives for perfection. In the end, he didn't like the first one, and he made a second gear. This one, the quality is better. That's for dang sure. The first one was great. He just strives for perfection, and this thing is a thing of beauty. It's got all the dimensions on there. Everything's fit. He's got the step on there. It's got the right thickness. The teeth are perfect, absolutely perfect. And he's got my 3mm keyway in there. I think he actually used a reamer and made this just a hair larger for the sleeves that I have to mount the two gears together. But at any rate, I wanted to share that with you. Dave strives for perfection. If you watch any of his videos, you'll already know that. But I wanted to share, he took his generosity to another level and sent another gear. This is fantastic. Dave, thanks again. You've outdone yourself. I appreciate all the help you've given me and continue to do. And just wanted to give you a shout out. Thank you. Well, here are the two gears. This is the new one that was created. And I'm telling you, this thing is perfect. Perfect gear. Everything about it. This is the other one, and I don't know, I mean, of course they match up just fine. This one's perfectly fine. It worked great. I did some threading with it, but what we're going to do is actually mount this new one up in the lathe and give it a test as well. Specifically, I want to test the bore, because I think Dave machined this a little bit more to fit better on those barrel connectors or spacers that I had. Bushings. Anyway, so the other thing he sent was some stickers so that I can, this is my original gearing placement, and I've mentioned this before, it's very important to remember what your gears are going to be. So I'm going to glue this inside my kever right up in here. Alright, so this is the real test. The first gear is a 7233 on the top. So I got my 32, or my 33, and the new 72, but this bushing was what I was having trouble with before. So let's get that out of there. There is that 3mm keyway. This is the new gear. I just slide that in. It's very, very tight, but not tight like the other one. It slides right through. It's not loose at all. That works. That's a better fit than the other one, definitely. So you got this one perfect, Dave. And then the 33 goes on here. And then, of course, we have our spacer 80, spacer 40. We got the gears changed out. There's the original 72. I call it Chuck. There's the gears for a 20-point thread pitch. We've got our new, it's greasy because I grease up my gears. It's the brand new 72 tooth gear. And then we've got the gear pattern changed out. I've done this on previous videos. You can go check those out for details on that. I'm not going to do it again. But now what we're going to do is mount something up here and do a scratch pass and show that this gear is working just as good as the last one, but the fitment is great. Dave also gave me a thread gauge. Let's check this. This is a 60-degree carbide insert. I think it'll do the job. So that works. That's 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. Anyway, these are very handy tools if you're trying to do some threading. Thank you, Dave. Let's get some material in here and do some turning. What do we got here? Let's try this. One of the collets, 7/8. Wipe a little of that off. That up here. Oh yeah. Great. By the way, I tested my turning with my gears. You can't see it, but it's working fine. It's going to be just fine for the scratch pass anyway. So let's get this off of here. Snap our collet in. That in there. Get our workpiece in and tighten that down. So we got our touch off. What we're going to do is a quick scratch pass, and then we're going to test it with our thread gauge and see if we got our 20 thread pitch. So let's get this started. Turn this in. Engage. Disengage, turn that off, and there's our threads. Let's see if our thread gauge dial matches up. Last one. Alright, so there's our 20 thread pitch, thread gauge. Did this work? Well, yes it did. Great. I'm going to get you down here with an iPhone just to show you closer, but once again, that gear is fantastic. 272. I went from no 72 tooth gears to 2 of them, and they both work great. All right, so there is the 20 gauge. Get you in here. Look at that. Perfectly lines up. There, that's a good angle. Fits in there nice. Like I said, another gear works absolutely perfectly. Thanks again. I just wanted to show a close-up of that. It did wonderful. Scratch pass. 20 thread pitch. Works flawlessly. Here's the gearing. Let me get that turned on for you so you can see her spinning. No binding. If anything, that gear spins truer than the rest. Works great. So, once again, that gear works great. So here's the other 72 tooth gear. Again, I guess the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this sticker on the inside of my cover that he supplied. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me put you on the tripod. I did attempt to scratch it in here, but it's really hard to see. This is really nice. He printed this out on some material that will stick in here. I'm just going to put it in here. Let me wipe that down just a little bit. But I will have all the original gearing ready to go for reference. Now, Dave, you're going to see I got that peeled off pretty easily. I cheated. I used a razor blade before I started the video. But there we go. I'm going to put this right up here. There we go. Look at that. So, it's a tip. If you haven't done that, you might want to write down your original gearing. So, thanks again. This was, I guess, sort of a video of some more gifts from Dave. But once again, super generous guy, helping me out. He wasn't happy with the first gear that he made, so he made another one. And it's even better. I didn't think it could get better, but it's even better. So, at any rate, I'm glad that there's 8 thread pitches that I'm now able to turn where I couldn't do that before without that gear. So, thanks again. I'm going to close the video here. This shouldn't be too long. I'll probably throw this on a Wednesday or something, but at any rate, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.